Bryan Danielson is in a must-win situation. Gary Moyer calling for a handshake, a code of honor to be followed. I don't think that's going to happen when it comes to Bryan Danielson and Homicide, with Julia Smokes in the corner of Homicide. This match, the third in their best-of-5 series, each match having a different stipulation. This match is falls count anywhere. Homicide currently leads the series 2 matches to 0. He won the tape fist match in controversial fashion. It was an absolutely brutal match last week in New Jersey. At the end of the night, we saw a brawl in the parking lot between these two. Then it was Boston. It all begins in January. Homicide winning the I Group match, once again under dubious circumstances. Last night, these two fighting out into the parking lot after the show. Another parking lot brawl between Danielson and Homicide. We lost our feed. You did not see the end of it, but the Dayton police were on hand and they needed to separate it. There was no security that could separate these two. Nothing until the Dayton police came.
And that was a very scary situation. It almost turned into, the fans were well behaved. I appreciate the fact that the fans did stay out of it, and it didn't turn into something even more dangerous. Like we're seeing right now, if somebody gets right in Julia Smoke's face. Hey, fans, when you come to these matches, you get in Julia Smoke's face, you're liable to get bitch slapped. Don't do that.
You're liable to get stabbed.
Yeah, that too.
Homicide tossing Danielson out of the ring before. Danielson sliding in, not quite ready to bring it to the floor yet.
Both men, both Homicide and both Bryan Danielson, not only ended up wrestling for free last night, but by the time the fines are going to be levied, both from Ring of Honor and the Dayton, the city of Dayton, that was an expensive evening for both these men.
They were both fined their night's pay, as there you see to Homicide reversing things on Danielson when Danielson threw him out of the ring. Both men trying to dictate the pace early in this one, but both men were told before last night's show to save it for tonight. They were told if they touched last night, they would be fined their night's pay, and the hatred is so intense between these two that they ended up colliding. They ended up brawling throughout the catacombs in the back of the building, all the way into the parking lot, and as the fans were leaving the building after the main event, they saw Homicide and Bryan Danielson fighting it out tooth and nail.
That was just nothing but hatred and intensity for about half an hour.
It was a crazy scene in the parking lot. Another riot caused by the Rottweilers. The Rottweilers, of course, led by Homicide.
1, 2, 3.
As we have a big chop exchange back and forth. European uppercut scores.
This is a new Bryan Danielson that we're seeing thanks to this feud with the Rottweilers. This is a more vicious, this is a more intense Bryan Danielson.
It has definitely brought out the hatred of Bryan Danielson for the first time as Homicide spills out into the crowd, and you knew this one wasn't going to be contained for long inside the ringside area.
You're on your own.
The fight's going on right now. And they're coming this way. Mark's already bailed out, and I'm after him. I'm out of here.
Let me just get a picture before. Nice.
One-on-one, baby. One-on-one. You the better man. Come on, Dragon.
Homicide.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Let go.
Come on, Homicide, let's go.
Whoop his ass.
This isn't space foul. Get this man some Dragon.
Come on,
Dude, it's coming.
over here.
Don't do it on me.
Breathe deep. Get this man.
Back away.
back on. Mark, you there? Yes. Wow. What a brawl. I gotta admit, I got a little caught up in things. I started running around the building after these guys. I have never seen anything like this.
I was running away from him. I'll admit it. I think you were too. I think you're just trying to be macho.
A lab mattress straddle in the crowd. A rolling cradle. A surfboard. Airplane spin. And what do we got here? Falls count anywhere. Homicide going for broke. This didn't work in New Jersey for him.
It doesn't work any better in Chicago.
Danielson and Homicide giving all 1,000 people in this building a front row seat at one time or another.
Yeah, every seat's a ringside seat now, isn't it? We have saw no building seems to be able to control this hatred.
They're both finally back into the ringside area just because I guess there's no place else for them to brawl. They even went behind that curtain there. That's backstage area. There's a lot of dangerous stuff back there. There's no place in this building that they didn't fight into. Danielson in a must-win situation. Best of 5 series. He's down 2-0. Roaring elbow connects. Cover.
Bryan Danielson been talking about all week how double arm suplex. Danielson now mounting the top rope. Diving headbutt. Cover. Hooks the back leg.
Gary Moore with just a 2 count. Could you imagine the embarrassment if Danielson loses his best of 5 series 3-0?
Oh, Julius Smokes will be running out here doing promos with
Ace Crusher. Cover. The first match between Bryan Danielson and Homicide was right here in Chicago at Reborn Stage 2. That was probably the first match with the new Homicide. He won that one after a low blow. Let's see if he can repeat it. Many fans called that a match of the year candidate way back on April the 24th. Homicide plants Danielson face first.
Homicide going for the sweep. He's going to try to do it with the cattle mutilation.
This is how he defeated Puma last night. He was trying to send a message to Danielson. If you look, though, he doesn't have those hands hooked. That was negating the effectiveness of the hold, although still painful. He needs those hands to hook if he expects Bryan Danielson to tap, though.
I think this is as much of a mind game on Homicide's part as anything.
And on American Dragon, yes! He gets cattle mutilation on Homicide now.
And that's the how-to on how to execute that hold. And Julius Smokes is interfering again.
He is always a presence in this best of 5 series. We saw in the crowd, Danielson had that Boston Crab on and Julius Smokes broke it up.
I can make a case that it should be Danielson that's up 2-0 going for the sweep if it hadn't been for Julius Smokes in both those first 2 matches.
He has definitely been a factor in this one. No other Rottweilers in attendance tonight.
That we know of.
That's true. Low-key still suspended. Reyes and Romero not here after dropping the tag titles. Mid-air collision.
Well, and this is the thing about Homicide. Some wrestlers act like this and have managers interfere like that because that's what they need to do to win. Homicide can win on his own. Julius Smokes is just one more factor. There is no denying the incredible talent and ability of Homicide.
Both men struggling to their feet after this hard-fought battle. They're throwing big punches just like we saw in that tape fist match last week. This is just a slugfest. There's Smokes again. Smokes playing a factor one more time. And he gets what's coming to him. Danielson connects with that big forearm.
Smokes is down. This is Danielson's chance.
When the odds are even. Bryan Danielson scores the victory. The best of 5 series goes on. Who knows what kind of match we'll see next between Bryan Danielson and Homicide. Homicide leads the series 2-1.